Hey guys, this is Lala Legacy and welcome back to another episode of the second reproduction. So I'm gonna do Gardis' whole bad ending all in one video. I will probably cut out the parts that I have to skip because we've already been through this. So let's go. We gotta go out. And we go to the brothel. This is all the same, so I'm probably gonna cut this out until the part where it's actually different. Alright, so this is the first point where we do something different. We have to say, can you leave me alone for today? Alright, and then we skip this. We go to the pub. We drink wine and chat. Skip. Then we go to the courtyard. Okay, and then we skip all this. Alright, and so instead of asking someone out to play, we just go out. Then we go to the pub. We drink wine and chat. Okay, so this part is different. Miss Chris, have you seen A Certain Writer's Prayers? No, what's that? It's a play. They were performing it in the theater until a few months ago. One of their actors got killed in the Lunaria Festival incident. The theater group traveled a long way to get to Death Ride. I really think you would have liked it, Miss Chris. What a waste. What was it about? It was a tragedy set in the world of darkness several decades ago. It's about the recent dispute between two princes over the throne, and the attempts to restore peace that followed. Oh? So, you can still get information about the world of darkness here? Information occasionally leaks through, yeah. After the laws in the world of darkness changed, this world became a penal colony of sorts. Demons who fall to this world usually gather here in Death Ride, which is probably the safest place they can be. So, the demon prince who lost the throne came here? Who knows? The only one who can answer that question is probably the playwright, and he's long dead. So to this day, no one's sure whether this story came from his imagination or from real life. I'll come again soon. See you then. Okay, and here is where we go to the theater. Hey, did you hear? One of the actors got involved in that Lunaria incident. And they had to cancel all their performances as a result. Alright. Alright, so here, we go to the toy shop. And we buy a Lizette doll and a Gardis doll. And then we leave. Next we go to the theater. Okay, we already know this part. We are gonna accept. So, we already know this story, but let's say until your final breath. What are you talking about? If you're a man, then keep fighting until your final breath. Why won't you run away? Most humans do after finding out I'm a demon. But you don't look scary at all. You see, your eyes portray kindness. I'm not a kind person at all. That's the very reason why I've been exiled. Exiled? What did you do? I fought my brother over the throne. Because of that, I was exiled. I see. So you're actually a kind person after all. Huh? Your eyes are filled with sorrow, not hatred from losing the throne. Even though you've been chased out of your homeland, you can't bear to hate your brother, can you? You're a strange young lady indeed. Maybe I am. Some do call me odd. I'm not surprised. You must be the only princess in the whole world to prefer a military uniform to a dress. Of course, dresses are much harder to move around in, and I prefer swinging swords to singing or playing a harp. So, may I ask for your name now, O mysterious demon? Have you never heard the saying, telling someone your true name is the ultimate way to let your guard down? See it as thanks for being healed. Huh, very well. I'm no different to a dead man after all. My name is Gardis. I'm second in line to the throne in the world of darkness. Alright, so let's skip. Let's go to the courtyard. Isn't that... I never expected you to own the third volume of The Princess and Her Knight, Jin. Well, I do love fairy tales. I used to read it to my little sister, and I still own all the volumes. I guess if anyone was going to own all the volumes, it'd be someone from Death Ride. Then again, you might be the only one here too. I can lend them to you if you want. Really? Of course, if it makes you happy, I'm sure it'd make my sister happy too. Oh, is your sister... She especially loved the third volume. She'd always get teary-eyed whenever the princess and the knight confessed their love to one another. And then she'd say to me, I wonder if a magnificent knight will appear before me too. If my sister were to meet you right now, I'm sure she'd fall in love with you. You're exactly the same as the knight she dreamed of. Jin. Yes, so that was different. Let's go to the pub. Oh, that's right. I wonder if I have something Gardis might like. Oh, we sure do. We're gonna give him the Gardis doll. Give me a minute. I need to figure this out. Huh? I need to decipher the secret code for the next time we meet. Huh? Okay, there's a lot of people out and about today. Ah, yes, we've already seen this. Here we're gonna say no. Oh, what did you click your tongue for? Never mind. I'll try again later. Huh? Alright, and here we get to skip until we get to go out again. Okay, here we are. So let's go to the pub. Oh, that's right. I wonder if I have something Gardis might like. Yes, we do. The Lizette doll. Where were you carrying this? Your chest pocket, right? Yes, there's nowhere else to put it after all. Unforgivable. You buried another man between those breasts of yours. Don't say such perverted things. It's just a doll, isn't it? Then you won't mind me putting my doll there too, for the whole night. Your doll would be too indecent, so no way! Then how about the real thing, then? Anyway. Alright. So this is about the clothes. He says he's not interested. So you're not interested in clothes? I suppose. It's just painful to see someone wear an outfit that doesn't suit them. Well, I suppose you're right. Alright, and here we go to the theater. So this is the next part of the play. Alright, so here's the script. It doesn't matter what we choose. Alright, let's go! Ever since she saved his life, the Princess Hilaris and the demon Gardis had been meeting in secret. Look, is it really okay for you to sneak out again? Of course! The people at the castle don't really stop me going anywhere I want, even though I'm a princess. Quite the wild war goddess. Anyway, I hear your next mission is to get rid of some pirates, correct? Yes, recently. My skills have been getting rusty, so this is a good opportunity. I'm off to wreak havoc and show them all who's boss. I see. Then I'll go pick up some girls in the meantime. Something wrong? Nothing. Just do whatever you like. See whoever you want. It's nothing to do with me after all. Oh, really? Yes, we're just friends after all. And what if I said I wanted to be more than friends? What? Hilarious. Let go of me! I want to be the only man in your heart. Let me be the sole subject of your mind. What are you talking about? Are you saying you're in love with you? Ever since that night, you've been in my every thought. Gardis. I want you, Hilarious. Do you not? You understand that, as a princess, there's something I need to retain until marriage, correct? So different. You've changed since we first met, Hilarious. Yes, I know about that. Your marriage, your future. I want all of it. All of it? Yes, I want to taint your beautiful heart, your body. I want to dye all of you in my color. Gardis. I called him Hades because his name is spelled exactly like it, except with a V. What should we call our child? Aren't you being a bit hasty? I'm not even pregnant yet. But doesn't one usually think of babies after consummating their relationship? Idiot! But I suppose you're right. Okay, if I have your child, I'll call her Christina. Hopefully the champion who came to this continent 1,000 years ago. Hopefully the champion who came to this continent 1,000 years ago, the great Lord Christabel, will bless her with his divine protection. Christina? That's a nice name. Isn't it? And in the ancient language of the world of light, Chris means she who brings hope. A fitting name for our child, don't you think? It's wonderful. Once this kingdom finally settles down, we should make things official and marry, assuming you would like to, of course. Of course I would, but, well, you'll need to give me some time. Marrying you means abandoning my kingdom and betraying everyone in it, so... Don't worry, you can take as much time as you want. I'll wait forever if I have to. Gardis, thank you. Alright! So that was at the theater, so we can go to the castle now. Alright, what should I do? We're gonna pass the time doing nothing. Okay, now this is where I get to skip. Okay, here we get to ask someone out to play, which will obviously be Gardis. So, where do you want to go? Anywhere's fine as long as you're alone with me. Well, we should leave the room first. Such a shame. Alright, we're going to the pub. We're just gonna talk. I can barely keep up with my workload these days. Once I bring about world peace, I'm spending the rest of— Oh, okay, yeah, we've seen this part already. Let's see, I'm sure the humans who pass away first have regrets too. If that's what you think, then why not make a contract with me? Huh? I'm joking. Alright, now we go to the theater to see the final part of this play. Yes, I have. Alright, here's the script. It doesn't matter though. Alright, here we go, guys. Hilarious left the man she loved behind and set forth to banish the pirates. However, I had no idea these pirates were in cahoots with another kingdom. Run away, Princess Hilarious. We'll hold them off. No, the kingdom they work for is still at large. They'll come after us. The kingdom being Crofts, of course. I'd rather die with my honor intact then. That put me in a rather difficult position, you know. Gardis, what are you doing here? This are the situations worse than I thought. Run away, Vades, please! We can barely keep them back any longer, and you'll die too if you stay here. Then why not run away with me? I can't abandon my people. As long as they're still here putting their lives on the line, I'll fight to my last breath. Indeed you would. You're that kind of girl. Really now, I've fallen in love with such a troublesome woman. Vades? Hilarious, close your eyes for a moment. Huh? What are you? We are fragments of you, the one who sings of magnificent light. The leaves and branches receive the will of the Creator. Now I speak of the moon's sign, an omen of the cleansing fires. Hilarious, I summon upon you. Come forth upon your blue thunder of judgment, moon goddess Lunaria. Vades! You don't have to shout, I can hear you. Thank goodness! After you flew into the sky, everything around me was suddenly consumed by thunder. Yes, that was my doing. Huh? I went all out and got bored. Is that the best you humans can do? Pathetic. Vades? I'm bored now. I can't believe I fell in love with a pathetic creature like you. You're nothing but a blemish to me, the second in line to the world of darkness. What do you mean by that? I mean what I said. I'm bored. With you, with humans, with everything. I'll look for a more submissive woman next time. Wait! Vades, I don't love you. Everything I've said until now was a lie. No matter how much you love me, you'll always be utterly insignificant. So forget about me. No, you're lying! You're lying! It's the truth. Now farewell. We'll never meet again. Vades! Vades! Woo! Alright. Now we go to the castle. And do nothing. Alright, here we get to skip. Alright, now we get to go out. We're going to go to the pub. We're gonna drink some wine and chat. Gah, for God's sake, young people these days have no guts to them, no guts at all. There'll never be a warrior strong enough to inherit Sadalmelik? I don't know. Never. What's wrong, Raviel? You look a bit down today. Oh, Lady Christina, what perfect timing. What is it? To tell the truth, I'm trying to find a mentor for my soldiers, but it's not going very well. If you have a free moment, could you take a look at them? Are you sure I'm the right person for the job? There's no one more suited than you, Lady Christina, and I'm sure a beautiful lady like you would make a bigger impression than an old man like me. You're complimenting me too much, but if you insist, I'll happily lend a hand. Thank you very much. With your help, I'm sure I'll find someone in there to inherit Sadalmelik. Sadalmelik? It's a large scythe once wielded by Lord Helvedi, a past general of the demon army and a man many called the Black Wind. A demon as immensely powerful as Lord Helvedi could forge his own magic and spirit into a weapon, but these days only Lord Gardis and Lord Jin can do that. Such weapons normally disappear once their master dies, but for some reason, Sadalmelik didn't. I'm sure it's because he held strong feelings for Demon Lady Risti and Deathride, so they remained behind in the form of a weapon. So you inherited the scythe from him, Raviel? No, I'm the third owner. The previous one was Helvedi's sister, the girl general Lady Miel. So this scythe carries the hopes and wishes of veteran warriors. Indeed it does, hence why I can't let some half-hearted moron have it. I see. I'll come again soon. See you then. Alright, let's go to the theater. Alright, this is the last part. Yes. Alright, here is our script. I'm playing a man named Ash today. I hope I can do this. Okay, I think I can remember most of it. Blah, blah, blah. Curtains up, let's go. The demon Gardis had betrayed Princess Hilaris and left her, but despite everything that happened, his face gave away the truth. He was close to death. Ash, promise me you'll never tell Hilaris about this. Why shouldn't I? Isn't this something Princess Hilaris has to hear? She'll treat you like a villain otherwise. You ended up like this because you used up all your powers. You used up all your power to save Princess Hilaris, didn't you? It's better this way. If Hilaris knew the man she loved died for her sake, she'll never get over it. That's the kind of woman she is. That's the kind of woman she is after all. She's so kind, so passionate. She couldn't even let a demon die, even though she'd never met him before. Gardis, please, at least let me tell her you still love her. Of course I do, but if you tell her, I'll kill you. Gardis, hang in there! I love you, Hilaris. Even a sinful man like me could see the light once again. All thanks to you. If I were allowed one wish, it would be to be with you again in my next life. Gardis? No! Gardis! Please, be happy. You who brought me happiness. I'm sure you must be turning in your grave knowing that I broke your promise and retold your story like this. But I'm okay with that. You can beat me up once I'm knocking on the gates of hell. So for now, let me have my way. Gardis, my kind-hearted friend, I pray that your soul rest in peace forever. What is written here is a certain writer's prayers, and a love story that was long forgotten. Alright, so let's go. Now we go to the castle. And this is the last choice, guys. The very last. Alright, so this is a new part 2. Where are you going, princess? Lizette! I'm just going for a walk. I need to calm down, you see. You're trying to get to Glades, aren't you? Huh? How long have we known each other again? Of course I know what you're trying to do. Can I ask you to overlook this? Please return to your room, princess. You shouldn't go out for the sake of our majesty as well as yourself. Mother would... I was talking about King Gardis. Why are you surprised? It's only natural that his words shook me. I had been planning to let Lizette return to our kingdom someday, but his words now meant he sees Gardis as his ruler now, not my mother. So you're saying you've abandoned our country? I'm your knight, my princess. I am loyal to you and you alone. So if your kingdom is Deathride, then so is mine. Lizette! I'm sorry, but don't say anything more, princess. I've said it before and I'll say it again. My greatest joy in this world is to be by your side, always protecting you. Which is why I can't just stand here and let you leave. Even if I beg? Lizette, please. I have the strength to protect him. I'll never forgive myself if I just sit here and let him die. I'd become a living corpse. My duty as a knight is to protect the princess, so your safety is my highest priority. Unless, of course, you order me to do otherwise, then I won't have a choice, will I? In Lizette's mind, he can't disobey the will of the king, but if I were to order him otherwise, he'd have no choice but to do as I say. It wasn't because he was afraid of Gardis, he just wanted me to know that they were all worrying about me, and that I shouldn't keep acting so rashly. Then I'll order you to stay here and protect the castle. I'm going to Glades. You're going by yourself? Of course not. I'll bring some soldiers with me. Raviel and the others should stay back here, though, just in case. There's no one defending the rear, so we can't be too careful. I understand, Princess, but please don't act too rashly out there. Gardis would be devastated if you got hurt, far more than anyone else. I know. I'll leave the rest to you, Lizette. Yes, I pray for your good fortune, my princess. Same to you. I'm so lucky to have such a loyal knight, and a kind friend, too. At what could possibly be the most important moment of my life, those thoughts fluttered into my head. Lady Christina, we could take the shortcut through here. Okay! I charged straight down the road, urging the horse to go as fast as it could. Once we went down a slight slope, the scene before us suddenly came into view. Christina! Gardis! I'm so glad you're all right! Right in front of us was Deathride's battlefield headquarters. Gardis was so shocked to see me that he fell into his chair, unsure of what to do. As he slowly stood back up, I suddenly recognized some of the men sat beside him. Has our own goddess of victory finally arrived? Well, the battle will end shortly anyway. End? Indeed, Gardis used high sorcery to launch a preemptive attack on the Alliance army. They were so terrified, a few of them ran back to their kingdoms with their tails between their legs. So that means, right now, the Alliance army has retreated for now and is observing our movements. I wouldn't be surprised if they start proposing a peace talk in all honesty. I see. By the way, Christina. His kind voice sounded somewhat unnatural, making my body freeze up. What is it? What do you mean, what is it? What on earth are you doing here? Didn't I tell you to stay at the castle? Never mind. Whoops. Never mind. You're already here, so just stay there and sit still. Gardis, do you still see me as a weak woman? No, I see you as my lover and the mother of our child, someone I need to protect. And not to mention, we're fighting against your mother, your old kingdom. It's not a battle you'll find easy. I know that. I'd be lying to say that such a concept doesn't upset me, but I've already decided to share your fate. For the sake of humanity, too, this isn't the time to worry about fighting my old kingdom, don't you agree? If we want to create a future where humans and demons can coexist, we have to keep surging forwards. If I, a champion, were to appear on the battlefield, then maybe my mother and her soldiers would understand our message. But... My lord, Almanen has proposed a negotiation. Here we go. However, what is it? Say it quickly. Yes, my lord, Queen Hilaris agreed to hold a negotiation under one condition, that we release the hostage princess Christina. What? And if we refuse, they might try to restart the battle. Gardis! Don't worry, Christina, I will protect... I'm going to find Mother! What did you just... If you find her, she'll... The war won't end if I don't! Don't worry, I'll negotiate with her. It'll be fine. There's no way you can negotiate with her. You've already seen just how ruthless that woman is. I've been her daughter for 18 years. I'm well aware that she's not your average mother. But nevertheless, I can't believe Mother's a cold-blooded animal who'd kill her own daughter. If I talk to her, I'm sure things will advance a lot smoother, don't you think? But... Jin, I'll leave Gardis to you. Of course. Christina, I won't accept this. Please, stay still, your majesty. Let me go. Christina's... And what would you be able to do exactly? You've depleted all of your magical power. Lady Christina went ahead because she knew that, Your Majesty. If you still want to minimize the human casualties, then there's nothing we can do. We have to leave this to Lady Christina. Christina? His beloved silhouette blurred from the fire and smoke as she ran. Gardis' outstretched hands could only grasp air, reminding him of his utter powerlessness. Christina, I haven't seen you in such a long time. Your safety relieves me more than anything. Mother! I was shocked. Mother had barely brought any soldiers with her to the shore. Regardless of our intentions, she was still in enemy territory, having so few bodyguards put her at tremendous risk. Feeling more and more uneasy about this, I glanced suspiciously at my mother's sweet smile. Mother, please call everyone back. The demons aren't the cruel race we thought they were. Oh, how pitiful. I take it they corrupted your heart? No, I'm doing this through my own. Mother raised her hand to silence me, then elegantly stood up from her chair. She then strolled around me, wearing a carefree expression as though going on a walk. Huh, through your own choice, eh? Yes, that's right, so please stop this! Then, as your dear mother, let me put an end to that filthy heart of yours. What? I couldn't move in time. Hilarious's dagger was already pressed below my throat. A thin trickle of blood ran down my neck, proof that this wasn't a mere threat. Mother! I know all about it. You became the Demon Lord's woman, didn't you? How did you? I'll exchange your safety for the Demon Lord's life. I wonder how he'll react once he hears about it, huh? I can barely keep a straight face just thinking about it. You can't! Why hadn't I listened to Gardis back then? A wave of regret struck through me, but it was too late. I had too much faith in my mother's conscience, and now I was suffering the consequences. Gardis won't abandon me. I just know it. I wasn't overconfident. I just knew him too well. We'd spent a lot of time together after all. The thought of Gardis losing his life for me was too much. I'd feel like my heart was being crushed. I couldn't get captured here. I absolutely couldn't. With that thought in mind, I gathered up every scrap of strength I had and threw Hilario's arm away, fully aware that the knife could slice my throat at any moment. How dare you, Christina! Covering the blood dripping from my neck with my hands, I desperately rushed onto the road. I ran and ran and ran, and tents surrounding our base came into view as I ascended a small hill. Everyone was waiting for me there. If I got there and met up with Gardis... Shoot her. Huh? I said, shoot her. She's a traitor. But Your Majesty... Shut up and shoot her immediately. If you won't do it, then I will. Please wait, Your Majesty. His figure was still distant, but I could see Gardis looking back at me. Just the sight of that was enough to make my eyes water with joy. Wait for me, Gardis! I'm nearly there! The first thing I was going to do was apologize, then I'd hug him with all my might and vow to stay by his side forever, even if we lost the war. Gardis! Gardis! The tent was in sight, just a little further. Huh? I couldn't breathe. Red liquid was blocking my throat and flooding out of my mouth. I let it drip into my open palm, watching it run down my wrist before slowly glancing down at my chest. Through my blurred vision, I could make out a gleaming arrowhead. As I gently touched it with my lifeless fingers, I finally realized I'd... Mother! Christina! I could hear Gardis' voice, but why couldn't I see anything? Gardis! Why? I longed to see his face, and yet... Christina! Christina! I'm sorry, Gardis. I brought sorrow upon you after all. Gardis, My hands felt so heavy, I could barely lift it up, but I put every last effort into it. Through my hazy consciousness, I felt his warmth within my hand, as well as happiness. That's right. It was only after I gained such warmth that I truly felt alive for the first time. And I'd finally realized the true meaning and value of life, and how wonderful it was to love someone. I'd learned all of that just from being by your side, from being tucked in your arms, Gardis. Thank you, Gardis. I'm sorry that I couldn't help you. What are you talking about? The war isn't over yet. Didn't you say you'd fight alongside me? Yes, I'm going to fight alongside. But I couldn't move anymore. Not my fingers, not my arms, not my legs. How irritating it felt. All I wanted to do right now was to hug you as tight as I could. I'd wanted to stand by your side forever, or stay by your side forever. I wanted to protect you forever. I'd wanted... If there was one thing I could wish for, I'd want to hold your child in my arms. No, Christina, open your eyes, Christina. Look at me. Don't leave me here all alone. Gardis. I closed my eyes, holding the image of the man I loved tight inside my mind. As I sank into darkness, I thought of all the things I desperately wanted to say to him, but my body wouldn't last much longer. I could only say a few words. If I couldn't fulfill my wish then, I'd at least like to leave a few words behind. A few words that would never ever change. Gardis, I love you. I'm sure I've been in love with you ever since I first met you. That's right, in love. With all my heart and soul in love. How lucky I am to experience such love in my life. Christina? Come on, Christina. Don't do this. Wake up, Christina. Your Majesty. Christina! 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 Don't tell me you're... No, Your Majesty, please stop. If you use it right now, everyone here will... Be quiet. Don't disturb Christina and I. Don't do it, Gardis! A smile creeped onto his face as he clutched the still body of his beloved. Yes, that's right, Christina. Let's kill all the humans, every last one. Gardis! I'll create a new world just for you. I love you, Christina. Close your eyes. If you do that, look. You'll only see the smile of the one you love. Ha ha ha! You're as funny as ever. Your Majesty, we've gained complete control of the Kingdom of Roland as dawn broke this morning. I see. Anyway, Christina, what would you like for dinner tonight? I've ordered them to bring you a mountain of your favorite fruit. What would you like us to do with Roland's royal family? Don't you know what to do with maggots? I'm busy talking to Christina right now. My apologies. Do whatever you like with them, just don't let them live. Yes, Your Majesty. Christina, you look beautiful tonight. And the Demon Lord took the beautiful doll in his arms. On the day that when the world was swallowed by darkness, the Demon Lord created a doll with his magic powers. It was a delicate, beautifully crafted doll that even felt warm to the touch. But no matter what its original form was, it was nothing more than an empty shell, a mere decoration. Right. How many people should I kill today? He hummed as if enjoying himself, as though it were a song. I love you. I love you, Christina. This was a story from a certain era, from a time before the world ended. Oh my gosh. Alright. So that was Gardis' bad ending. Holy crap, that was dark, but it was so good. Like, that was amazingly good. I am so impressed with this game. This game is such a well-made game that even the bad endings are so fulfilling and they just feel amazing. Like, this bad ending was amazing. And I really hope it's not just Gardis' that was like this either. I hope that it's every single one of them, because that would be incredible. This game has already like just broke through the roof of my expectations for it. And so I am so happy and so excited to continue playing this game. So the next time that I record the second reproduction, it will be a different route for a good ending. So I hope that you guys are just as excited for it as I am. So we got ending 2, the Demon Lord's Doll. But that is all for this route, guys. So if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, subscribe. By subscribing, you're becoming part of a legacy. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!